All avenues of pop culture, comics, movies, TV, literature, and pro wrestling are intersecting at this year's C2E2 convention.
Ted Hut. Okay, Eddie's. Good to be here.
That's WWE Hall of Famer and G.I. Joe character Sergeant Slaughter. He has a booth all to himself. He says he's excited to meet the fans.
Hope they all bring down their memorabilia, and one chance in a million to meet Sergeant Slaughter.
The Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo, C2E2, started in 2010, and the costumes the fans wear to the convention have been getting more extravagant each year. Cosplay is where fans dress as their favorite characters. You're never too far from the Joker, Wolverine, or Catwoman at C2E2. But sexual harassment of cosplayers has become an issue. One of the first things you see when you walk into the McCormick Place Convention Center is a giant sign that reads, "Cosplay is not consent." In small print, it says, "Please keep your hands to yourself," and goes on to explain protocol for approaching and taking pictures of cosplayers. There's a chance that harassment's on the decline, maybe thanks to it being talked about more openly. There's a Facebook community called Cosplay is Not Consent, and one cosplayer tells Vice, sometimes all it takes is for cosplayers to speak up and stand up for themselves. Sexual harassment incidents at New York's Comic-Con dropped by more than half from 2013 to 2014, according to Mashable. Jay Xavier is a cosplayer. For this year's C2E2, he's dressed like Loki, the Thor villain who made a mess of things in the first Avengers movie. He says he loves cosplay, and it's not as expensive a hobby as some of the costumes make it look.
I just go to fabric stores and Michael's, yeah. And I use a lot of coupons, too.
And it's not just amateur cosplayers walking the floor. Gorilla Tango Theater, which puts on burlesque shows based on geek-friendly subjects like Batman, Doctor Who, Star Wars, and Game of Thrones, is ready to go for the convention.
We have girls and boys here all weekend in various costumes from all of our shows, ready to take pictures, give you postcards.
Comic book professionals line Artist's Alley, a huge chunk of the convention floor where artists sit flea market style all weekend, signing prints, doing original sketches, and meeting fans. Art Baltazar is a writer and artist who makes comics for kids based on well-known characters like Superman, the Teen Titans, Shazam, and even Hellboy. He says he loves hanging out in Artist's Alley.
We're prepared to sit here and draw till the place closes, and we don't have anything scheduled throughout the day, so that's kind of cool. We can just sit here and draw for people, and it's fun to meet everybody. So we're prepared. We've been doing this a while, so we know how to do it without getting sore by the end of the day.
Mike Norton's a comic creator who's done a lot of high-profile work for DC Comics and has a very entertaining webcomic called Battle Pug. He says C2E2 has a distinct vibe.
It's like you go to New York and you're all tense and everything. Chicago, it's like, big city, but you can hang out. And that's kind of what this show is.
There's so much stuff to buy at this year's show, it's not hard to spend a lot of money in a short time. One fan offers wisdom we can all benefit from.
I come with a budget. I added it every year, so I make sure I have enough to spend.
C2E2 runs through Sunday. I'm James VanOsdol, and you're listening to Rivet.